Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marissa Green, and I have been a teacher here and administrator in Milan for the past 7 years. In these 7 years, there have been many from PDO and Oxy and all the different oil companies that have come to me like individually and asked for English courses, that the IELTS is too hard for them, or it's too studious, or it's it just doesn't give them the proper foundations that they desire to have. So starting July, as my contract will be ending in June, I will be offering a hybrid mixed with in-person English courses for your engineers and workers and staff that want to improve in their English skills. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you with something I've come up with to kind of show you how this would all work. It is in Microsoft Word. I will put a PowerPoint together if you're interested, so I can go through it a little more elaborately the next time. But for this time, I'm just going to put it like this, okay? Okay, so the calendar for hybrid learning for your employees, I have 100 spots for PDO and 100 spots for Oxy per instructor, right? If this process is successful, I would hire another teacher with native English speaking qualifications to teach the second wave. If you have 4 shifts of 2 weeks in and out, so this would be based upon your scheduling and everything, but this is what I've gathered by talking to so many individuals. That there are 2 week shifts. So you have a 1 week, 1 and 2 week, you have 2 and 3 week, 3 and 4 week, 4 and 1 week. All right. And so basically every Sunday, the weeks 1 and 2 hybrids would meet online for student lesson and activities. All right. And that would be either to cover the night shift. I would have an 11 to 12 class, and to cover the morning shift, I would have a 20 to 21 class. The max is 50 because it's for 2 companies. Okay, 100, 100. Now, if you all said to me, no, we'll sign 200 right away, then it would just be your company. But right now, I want to open it up to both companies. On Monday, I would appoint group leaders. So if I have 50 students, that means that you're going to have 5 groups of either 10 or 5. Okay? So groups will, at the end of each week in the hybrid session, they would have an assessment which they would access on Google Drive. Sorry about that. I had to run out for a second. Okay, let's go back. So you have shift 2, which again would be the same process. It would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as Friday is a pray day, right? Okay, then you have shifts 4, which is 4 and 1, maximum 50, and in the hybrid classes. But there would be group leaders, and those would be appointed based on the assessment all assignments turned in. So if a student or a gentleman or gentlewoman or lady wants to take a class, and if she's the top of her class, she would be assigned as the group leader. But if for some reason her grades were not as high the next quarter, or the next term, or the next week, then there would be a different group leader. And the group leader's job is basically to meet on their own to discuss certain aspects of the lesson, or maybe an assignment or group work or this type of thing that has to be done. And it's the leader's job to make an appointment which is compatible to the group to talk 30 minutes with me one-on-one. But each week they would get an online session. So if they came for the 20 to 21, they would not need to come for the 11 to 12. It's the same lesson. It would just be different time and based upon their shifts at work. All right, they get a study day on Saturday, and each week they would get a study guide. or study day, where they would have to turn in all of their assignments. They would put their assignments in on Google Classroom, or not Google Classroom, sorry, in Google and Google Drive. Assessments would be there. They could turn in assignments there. Also, any messages to the group, we would do it through ClassDojo because it's a very great tool for students. Okay, so all right, and then when they get back in person, they have a must-have location. So I will be having a consultancy site in Surahadi, okay, and in that site we would have in-person lessons for the 2 weeks that they're off. Now, my 2 weeks are different than, what makes me different than any institute out there or any university out there is I'm a skills-based consultant. I believe that people learn the best with skills-based activities. So we would have our first week would be all groups social assignments. So they would have to come up with an idea they would want to do for their social assignment, and that they on this Saturday, okay, this Saturday they would come together. The ones that are home on their shifts, they would come together and do their social assignment. That would be graded in a rubrics. Okay, and in the second week, all groups would have their teaching peers at like a skill. So maybe it would be like how to make brownies, or how to make this, or how to make this, or how to do this. So they would have to actually teach their peers basically how to do something. So this gives them that practical, real life experience outside of the hybrid classroom. While we're on hybrid, I would be offering the curriculum being utilized to be the Calvert Online Homeschooling System. It's through Iowa Common Core Standards. It's from America. And then the assessments and assignments we posted in Google Drive. The group work assigned, like if they have to collaborate on something, ESOL through Teachers Pay Teachers is an amazing resource, and they can collaborate as a group on this page. So they'd be able to write things and write notes and do different things like this, and I would be able to see all that going. Okay. Their 1 hour online sessions would be a Google Meet. In person, it would be a 21CAST consultancy. Meet for 30-minute sessions would be in the hybrid weeks. That would be that the team leader has put an appointment in, and that we are going to meet online. That will be by Zoom. And the reason that one is a Zoom is it's only a 40-minute, it's set at 40 minutes exactly, and it will turn off. So they must manage their time wisely, and they only get that a lot of time to talk to me. Okay, and in person, as needed, a 21CAST. Okay, so assessments will be given twice a month, and projects will be twice a month. Okay, so the rubric scoring will be based on creativity, spoken English, written English, communication levels, verbal and nonverbal, and each student, before all of these things, they must take a pre-assessment in person before the course will begin. This will go on their on-site file with me, and a copy will be given to your company to place it in your employee's file that they are trying to improve in their English speaking and written skills. However, as a teacher, I do not condone cheating or plagiarism. So if they have to write a paper, or they have to present something in written form, or they have to take an assessment, if I find out that they have cheated or plagiarized any answers from any place, a first offense would be verbal, which would be documented, and a copy would be directly sent to your company and put in their personnel file. The second offense would be written, it would be documented, they'd have to sign it. Again, it would be placed in your personnel file. And the third offense, they will lose their spot in the program and will have to start all over again. Hence, there would be no refund, and they would have to re-register and go through the same exact process as a new student. As an adult, their outings and field trips, they would be responsible for food cost or facility cost to demonstrate their understanding of the tasks. So the fees can be broken down as this. So fees are 32 reals a month per person. Students are responsible for their stationery because I can't obviously pass through a notebook in the hybrid, okay, to write their notes down. Pencils, pens, crayons, colors, all of these things are going to be absolutely their responsibility. And yes, I'm a teacher that loves color, that loves to use crafty type things in my lessons. All right. That would be provided if they're on site. So for instance, if I have a project I want to do with them and I have all the things, I will provide those stationaries for that project. But if we're going off campus, off of the consultancy site, and they're off campus and from PDO or Oxy, then, or these other companies, if you're interested, let me know. Then it would be something where they would have to pay for it themselves, okay? The registration fee with the pre-assessment is non-refundable, it's 50 reals. Okay, sessions will start as follows. So I'm going to offer 3-month sessions, 4-month sessions, 6-month sessions, and 8-month sessions. So the 3 months will be July, August, and September. And the first class is 96 reals for the lessons and 50 reals for the registration. Okay, 4 months, it would be, again, do it the first class, 50 reals. Now 6 months, because I like to take off December for my own else like this, I would split the payments. So there'd have to be 3 payments in the beginning with the registration fee, and then 3 payments at the end for second term. Okay. In 8 months, we would have November, December, and March off for next year. That might change the following year depending on Ramadan. I know they're all fasting and they just don't have the energy to go classes as well. So next year, I do believe it's going to fall somewhere in March. So we would have November, December, and March off, and then they would have 8 months in between those months to pay off their dues. Okay, if a student decides a week before classes start that they want to cancel, they have to let me know exactly a week before the first class starts. Okay, then they will be dropped, but they won't be refunded the registration fee. Okay, if a student does not pay his or her fee the day before, at least the day before the lesson, then they will not be allowed to enter into the classroom online or the classroom person until they pay their fee. If they never pay their fee, they still don't, they get dropped immediately and that place goes to somebody else. Okay, so that's it. That's my quick presentation. It's not, like I said, it's not in PowerPoint, and I apologize for that. I just wanted to get something out to you as soon as possible because I'm sending you an email today about your corporate communications people. I don't know which email to use, but I'm sending that today so that you can view this video and then get back to me if you're interested. Now, I would like it, it would be nice to have it done by like the 1st of June, so I know how many students will be joining for the summer months. But the registration deadline will be open for now unless the classes fill up, and then we will close the registration. Okay? All right, so the maximum per shift, like if it's there on a 1 to 2 week shift, the maximum in their shift that I can take is 50 students online. All right, because then when they come back in the hybrid or they come back in person, there will be, if they have 50 in their shift, then they will have 10 students for each shift group. So they'll be in groups of 10. Okay, if we only have 25, then there will be groups of 5. So it just depends on how many participate and with that. Then I will try to break them into even groups so that they can work like more one-on-one with me in those 30-minute sessions. Okay? If you have any questions, please, please, please give me a quick email. I will put it, I think, into, I'll put my website. And then you're allowed to go to my website and you can find my email there and any information that you need so that you can send me information about or your interest in this topic. Or again, since I'm emailing you a mail, you can always email me back. So anyways, if that's something that you're interested in, which I know a lot of your employees are, I would be more than honored to assist you in this matter. Okay? All right. I hope you have an amazing day and the rest of your Ramadan is amazing and I hope to hear back from you soon. Okay? Bye.